orange it is, and it's just juicy, babies. Let's go ahead and pluck it. Look at that. Look at the size of it. Look how beautiful that is. So we're back in my coffee farm here in Nicaragua. We're gonna walk my coffee farm because I just got back from the States after launching my coffee brand, and we're getting ready for coffee season. It's November here in Nicaragua, and pretty soon in December everything's gonna start moving fast. So I'm gonna show you an update how the plants are doing here in Nicaragua in my coffee farm right now in November. And if you bought a coffee bag, then this is amazing because you're drinking the coffee and you're seeing the update live here. So let's get to it. It's gonna be a nice relaxing day here in the farm today. So it is orange and mandarin season here in Nicaragua. Look at all these mandarins here in the farm. They are quite delicious. Let me see if I can reach this one. Okay, got that one right there. I'm gonna go ahead and try it. When mandarin season starts, that means that avocado season just finished in Nicaragua. So all the prices for avocados in Nicaragua have doubled. So before you used to pay 80 cents, $1 for an avocado, now it's $2. So now that we have oranges, we don't have avocados, but yeah, you know, that's the way life works, right? Delicious fresh mandarins from the coffee farms of Nicaragua. Where I'm about to take you guys is over here. If you can see those lines in the mountain right there, that's new coffee plantation. That's coffee plants about a year old. We're gonna go check out some orange trees over here. We're gonna take a look at this coffee plantation down here. So this is actually a natural lagoon here. There's a water spring that's born all the way up there, and water just flows down the mountain and fills up in this area. So we do actually have fish in here, and they just grow naturally. We don't feed them. They just eat whatever is around in nature, and there's a lot of fish in here. Sometimes you can come out here and fish and actually make yourself some nice fish soup. And the water flows out to here. We don't have electricity on the farm yet, so this point right here, I'm trying to think that you can actually do some hydroelectricity. So put something there with the water to make sure you produce electricity on the farm. So we'll look at that into the future along with solar, so we can have a fully off-grid farm here. But take a look at how gorgeous this lagoon looks right now. We do have a plantation of bamboo all around this lagoon right here. And actually, we need to start learning how to harvest bamboo because it's definitely really good material that goes to waste if you don't use it, and it can last a long time when used properly. But you can appreciate the plantation here. Look at this whole plantation. This plantation is about 4 to 5 years old right now, and it's producing coffee for this year, so we'll be able to harvest it. So we're currently at a plantation that we planted this year in January. So this plant is 8 months old, and you can appreciate what this plantation is looking like. It looks freaking gorgeous and amazing. It's really loving this area. We struggled at the beginning to get it established, but now it's just turning into this beautiful coffee plant. So if you bought a coffee bag and you tried my coffee, it doesn't include any of these plants because these plants aren't producing coffee yet. It needs 2 more years before we can harvest. But we can definitely appreciate how beautiful the plantation looks. You can see the curves following the natural motions of the mountain, and you can see how clean it is. So this is going great. This is an A+. I'm extremely happy to see this after coming back for a while. So I wanted to show you guys something here. So here we have a coffee plant, and around it we have weeds. So about a month and a half ago, we actually cleaned this whole area with machete. So it was down to the ground, and it only took a month and a half to get up to this high. So the weeds grow crazy fast here. And it's a balance between maintaining this low and maintaining it covered and out of the way so this can thrive. So, because if we let it go, this will eat the coffee plant, and then this plant won't be able to survive. So you gotta find a way to work with nature, to not throw chemicals, but manage a way to control it so this can thrive and your plantation can succeed. Check this out. Look how many oranges we got up there. They're still green mostly, but they're getting there. We have a dozen of these trees here on the farm, but these oranges are definitely delicious. We definitely don't want them to go to waste. Plus, you have another source of income for the farm because it's expensive out here to start a farm. I think all you guys can feel that, just that the whole world feels expensive right now. This in Nicaragua is what we call naranja India, so Indian orange, just a native orange of Nicaragua. So let's go ahead and try it and see what it tastes like. Wow, that is good. So it's well balanced. It's not too sweet, it's not sour. It just tastes like the perfect amount of sugar. And look at that Look how orange it is, and it's just juicy, baby. So the best kind of orange to make juice and just eat it out in nature. So definitely we're gonna harvest this year here. If you ever make it out to the farm, I'll give you a few oranges to try, because it's definitely a must try in Nicaragua. Let's continue on and check out the other plantations. We're making our way to the older plantations here, so you can see where the delicious coffee is coming from. But we can appreciate the banana trees. I mean, oh my God, dude, when I left a few months ago, these were only a foot tall, and it's been like 3 to 5 months, and look at that. Look how incredible these banana trees look. There's also some plantain trees mixed in here, so definitely won't be buying any bananas for my smoothies. And the trail we built is holding up well too, so it's a beautiful trail because we can walk it here, and then we can go ahead and work on the plantation. It makes it easy. We're at another section of my farm here, and you can appreciate this here is actually tauro chips. What we call in Nicaragua malanga. We're about to pull one out so you can take a look at it. But it's a delicious plant that you can turn into a chip. It's very good. We're gonna go ahead and pull one out so you can take a look at it. It's a root plant similar to yuca or the potatoes. Look at that. Look how beautiful that is. We usually harvest this on the farm, and then we cook it for the workers during season when we have a lot of people up in the farm here. But this plant's amazing because it's low maintenance. We just go ahead and plant it here in the creek where the water runs, and then nature runs its course. You don't even fertilize, you don't do anything to it, and then you're just pulling out fresh malanga, which is delicious to eat in the morning or afternoon. This is what it's about, right? Planting and growing your own food. Not only having a coffee farm, having an ecosystem so you can benefit from different things besides coffee only. And all of it working together is the icing in the cake there. Let me show you guys something here in the farm. So occasionally you'll run into plants and you'll notice the coffee size, right? It's all nice and uniform. But then you run into a coffee bean that's huge. I call this the Shaquille O'Neal of coffee beans. This coffee bean can dunk on the other coffee beans. Let's go ahead and pluck it. Look at that. Look at the size of it. I think there might be 3 beans in here, which is rare, but let's open it and let's find out. There's 1, 2. It looks like there's only 2 coffee beans in here. So wow, it's incredible the size of this bean. It looks like an elephant bean. So let's go ahead and try it. Delicious. This coffee is gonna taste good once we brew it in that cup of coffee. Interesting stuff out here in the farm, everything that you find. Sometimes you'll find different colors, sizes, or shapes. This plantation that you see here, actually we harvested coffee from it last year, and it's the coffee we shipped to the US, and now you can find a line in our bags. But look at it. Look how beautiful it looks. It looks amazing and nice and healthy. So this year we expect this to be a delicious crop. It's still green, so you can tell it needs a few weeks, a month or 2 before we can begin to harvest. You'll find occasionally that some of the beans are already turning red, and those will do a cleanup around the farm. We will go ahead and pick them so we can consume them. But overall, it's beautiful. It's healthy out here. It's lush and green. So thank you for those of you that drank the coffee. You're fueling a movement here for us to plant more coffee and keep the farm going. So before we make the coffee, we're gonna have some lunch today. We have eggs from the farm, cabbage, beans from the farm, rice, and also the tortillas made here in the farm. So it's a delicious plate, a typical plate here in Nicaragua that you eat for lunch or breakfast. And we're gonna go ahead and enjoy the view while we eat this, and then we're gonna go ahead and make some coffee here. So this year we expect a really good harvest season. That smells delicious. This coffee smells amazing directly from the farm. But I think we're also gonna run into some challenges this year because there's a shortage in labor here in Nicaragua. And I think all across countries that produce coffee, they're facing the same challenges. Like, people don't want to farm coffee because 1, they don't pay well. 2, it's difficult. The newer generation doesn't want to be out in the field farming coffee, just to name a few. But even though with those challenges, we're still hopeful that we're gonna be able to find people for this year, and we're gonna have a great coffee season. As we pour here the last few ounces of water here, to really reminisce and think back to when this project first started about 2 years ago, when I quit my corporate job in the States to come farm coffee. It's really been incredible to see the support from you guys and the love. And launching our own coffee brand is really going to allow us to do a lot more here in the communities of Nicaragua. One is build the farm, and two, eventually get into projects with the community to help areas that are in need. But with this, actually, we can make it happen. So if you bought a bag within the last few weeks, thank you. We definitely appreciate it. All the love from our farm here in Nicaragua. It's amazing how you can drink coffee and make a difference and fuel a dream here. All right, guys, here's the final brew here in all its glory. All the hard work. Let's go ahead and take a sip here. Cheers, guys. Cheers, and God bless you. Amazing how delicious this tastes here. Hopefully you enjoyed this beautiful video here showing you the latest status on the farm. We're gearing up for coffee season, so the next few months is going to be chaotic, exciting, everything. Everyone's just going to be firing on all pistons. If you want to come out and visit, let me know. If you want to try the coffee, links below, you can check it out. Click on there. Just know that every bag sale comes directly back to here. I'll see you guys. Like, share, and subscribe so we can grow this immense movement as huge and immensely as we can. I'll see you guys in the next video.